Yeah, this one. Perfect. Yeah.
And
Are we live? Looks like we're live on YouTube and Instagram. Hello everyone, we are officially live. I'm Matt, the product manager here at Major Fitness, and today we're talking more about your workout and your workout plan. We talked a little bit about my plan last time on the stream and how an athlete or someone who is training for a competition would make their training plan. Today we're trying to focus more on how you would make your training plan. Everyone is on a different training journey, and so we're trying to make today's topic a little bit more focused on what you may be looking for or trying to achieve in your own training goals. So as you're joining us, I want to let everyone know, whether you're on Instagram or on YouTube, feel free to ask us lots of questions. Today we're really opening up everything to all of you, whether you're a newbie, whether you've just bought a rack but you're maybe still trying to figure out how to fully use it. Maybe you're a sophomore lifter, you've had a few years of experience training, and you finally made the purchase of your first power rack or all-in-one Smith machine, or maybe you're a really experienced lifter and you've made the purchase for the Heritage Series and you want to get the most out of it for your heavy lifting. And then we also have some people who are just trying to exercise with their families, build healthy habits at home, and bring that work-life balance into a more stable or more sustainable environment by creating and building a home gym. So as people come in, that will be our main topic today. And we also will cover the Super Bowl giveaway as well. I know some people may have questions about that, and so as people join, we'll cover that as well. Also, if anyone has any questions about our products, I will do my best to either answer you directly on the live stream, or if I don't have a direct answer for you, I will notify our team and we will try to have someone reach out to you, either from customer service or from our Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook team, and have them provide an answer for you after the stream is finished. Once again, my name is Matt. I'm the product manager here at Major Fitness. I'm also the sponsored athlete, one of the sponsored athletes from Major Fitness. My particular sport is the sport of strongman, and we'll talk a little bit about my journey in strongman and how Major Fitness has supported me in that. So feel free to start joining in and asking questions. Like I said, if you are a new lifter, go ahead and type a 1 in the chat. If you are just buying a rack because maybe you've heard your friends talking about home gyms, go ahead and type a number 2 into the chat. If you're someone with some lifting experience, type a 3 into the chat for me. And if you're an experienced lifter with maybe some competition goals, go ahead and type a 4 into the chat. And if you're someone who is looking to bring that work-life balance and that family health into your home with a home gym setup, go ahead and type a 5 in the chat for me. We have Instagram here to my left, and we have YouTube here to my right. If there are a lot of questions on Instagram, I'll go ahead and pick up the phone, and I can see the YouTube chat ahead of me, so don't hesitate to ask any of those questions and reach out. We've got a 5 in the chat for Instagram. So as a family lifter, let's grab the phone and let me see. Grab the phone. Okay. Switch it here. Okay. Kate I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to pronounce Koetsu. Number 5, that's great. So how are you thinking about integrating the rack into your home? Is it going to be in the garage? Is it going to be in a separate room? Would love to find out what space you're putting it in, and maybe I can help make some more suggestions about how to integrate that in. Also, if multiple family members are going to be using it, maybe I can help give you some ideas and advice. When is the Wilmer, when is shipment? What product have you purchased? Is it one of our racks or some of our other products? Usually you can find out when the shipment will be by tracking your order number, or on the website. Each product should have a general shipment date posted somewhere on the product page, usually in the About section. Koetsu said, it will be in the garage, mainly me and my teenage daughters. Okay, great. So if you have a rack with a 2-to-1 pulley system, this will be great for younger lifters because it reduces the amount of weight that they feel when pulling. So it will definitely make it more accessible for them using the cable system. And then, did you get the rack with the Smith machine or without the Smith machine? That's also another important question. For some young lifters, if you're lifting with them, training with free weights will be okay, especially if you have some experience as well. You can guide them through the compound lifts like squat, bench, and deadlift, which may need more technical feedback, especially when using the free weight barbell. But if they're able to use a Smith machine, you can maybe help them to push the weight a little bit more and train in a little bit more stable environment. However, you don't need to have one or the other. Both would be okay, so just let me know. In terms of how you're going to be using it, I definitely suggest that if you're going to all be using it at the same time, using a I go, you go system, meaning when one person is working, maybe the 2 others are resting, or since the cable machine is dual independent, you can have 2 people using the cables and 1 person is resting. And then the other person, when they're working, the 2 people take a rest. So that would be a great way for all of you to use the rack at the same time. And it looks like you said you got it without the Smith machine. So you either have the F35 or the F22. That's great. I think you have a little bit of an opportunity here to help train them on the compound lifts with a great option to increase what we call their proprioception. So it's just a big word that means understanding how your body moves through space and being able to control it in a proper way. Also, without this Smith machine, you have the opportunity to teach them about core bracing. Obviously, when you use a Smith machine, you definitely need to use your core, but it is not stabilizing you as much because the bar is on a fixed path. Whereas when they will be training with the free weights, you'll have the opportunity to help them increase their core stability and, like I said, their proprioception. So that's great. Do you have any dumbbells, or is it mainly going to be barbell training? I think for most home gym users, having at least 1 pair of either adjustable dumbbells or a small set of dumbbells, maybe ranging from 5 pounds to 25 pounds, would be a great way to start. Unfortunately for young lifters, finding small dumbbells can be difficult. However, you may be able to find some smaller dumbbells in smaller weight increments through either other websites or Amazon or things like that if they need it. We have recently released our new urethane octagonal dumbbell set. These are seriously heavy duty. They start at 5 pounds. Okay, you have some dumbbells as well. That's excellent. So dumbbells are a great way to get beginners and new lifters lifting with the compound lifts like squat, bench, and deadlift in a very, very safe way, because dumbbells are small. You're not putting them on your back, and they are much more easy to control and hold for younger, smaller lifters. So I would definitely suggest having them use the dumbbells, and then if your rack has a cable system, send a request to be in our live video. Joyce, I don't think anyone can join us in our live video. Someone is asking to join the live in the video. Okay, so okay, so our team said, unfortunately, Joyce, we can't let you join, but thank you so much for wanting to be a part of the broadcast. But if you have any comments, feel free to reach out. So I'm not the most tech person, so when I see something, I probably act like what's going on. But I'll try and ask the team and keep everyone up to date. So yeah, like I was saying, Kiwatsu, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Have them start on the dumbbells, and then have them work with the cable system if your rack has the cable system. Also, pull-ups and dips are an excellent way for young lifters to get started training those smaller muscles and their back muscles. And usually you'll find younger lifters are much more capable of doing pull-ups and dips, whereas older lifters who haven't done those moves in a long time struggle because their body weight tends to exceed their current upper body's strength. And so getting younger lifters started with those body weight moves like dips, push-ups, and pull-ups is an excellent way to ensure that they have enough upper body strength as they age. And it's something that also technique-wise that is really, really important. So that would be a great exercise for them as well. And I think most of our racks have pull-up systems. You'll see here on the B17, we've got the multiple pull-up handles. Juicyville is asking, will there be a President's Day sale? I believe, so we may have discounts for that holiday. And if so, it will be announced on our Facebook, all our social media platforms. You're welcome, Kiwatsu, and feel free to ask any other questions. Maybe if you're thinking about what kind of training moves or a training split. So we're talking today about how to train long-term based on maybe a year plan or something like that. Last time in our live stream, I talked a little bit about how I plan my year out, and it's a little bit different than most people since I have to program for competitions, but the concept is the same. So you want to maybe pick a goal. Also, Mido Monster, hello and welcome to the stream. Adventure Cat Leo, love your guys' racks. I reached out to partnership for a collab. Cat Leo, our KOL team and our social media team handles all of those collabs. I think our team can definitely see you in the chat, and I will try and direct someone on our team to reach out to you maybe next week and see if there's any potential for an opportunity to collab. Thank you so much for sending your love and support, and we're so excited that you're excited about the racks we have, and hopefully, we can find an opportunity to work with you and keep that passion going. Is there anything in particular you really like about our racks that stands out? The B50, Justin says, the B52 Pro looks amazing. Yes, it does, and it works amazing too. It's an excellent piece of home gym equipment that can really be the centerpiece of your home gym. The cable system is smooth, the Smith bar also smooth, and really just a great all-around piece for knocking out, strength, functional training with the landline and the cable system and Smith bar. So it's really got everything. And T. Coles says, I keep going back and forth between the F22 Pro and the Flying Fortress. I tend to use a free barbell over a Smith machine, but I can see a benefit to having the Smith. Can you talk about the differences? Of course. So let me move the bench out of the way, and we'll spend time. So we don't have the F22 here with us. We've got the B52 Pro on the side there, and we've got the B17 here. So let's move the adjustable bench out of the way, and we'll talk a little bit about this Smith bar, and I'll pull out a bar as well. I may have to put the phone down, T. Coles, to do this because I'm going to need both hands. But I can bring, let me see, I have so I can adjust this and put it here. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, sorry, you're gonna look at my stomach for a little bit before I get everything set up to the right height. Okay, so we're in there. Also on YouTube, hello everyone on YouTube. We are answering a question from T. Coles here on Instagram. So for the Smith bar, the Smith machine, it's up to go. I think it'll be right. It's not gonna go away. Yeah, come on. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm kind of centered. The Smith bar. This is not a. There is no counterweight on the Smith bar. So the Smith bar is about 20 pounds, 44 pounds. There we go. It's right on the label. I'm sorry. It's the standard weight of a standard barbell, and then with the 45-pound plates, if I lift this Smith bar off, I will immediately feel the full weight. You'll see it's pretty heavy. So the Smith bar is not counterweighted. That's the first thing we need to know. The second thing is the Smith bar comes with safety hooks. So when you're training with the Smith bar, always adjust the safety hooks to whatever height you need. So if your squat is not very low, always adjust this. If you're training with the free weights, you'll need to use the spotter arms and the J hooks. Okay, so this is just general safety before we get into kind of the differences of what you can and can't do. Depending on your height, you may not be able to do full overhead presses using the Smith bar because the top of the rack may prevent you, and then also the safety catch here, let me show you here, may prevent you. So you'll see the safety latch here will also reach the top of the rack if you have really long arms. So just something to keep in mind. That's some of the technical differences. Let's talk a little bit about the differences in what you can do with the Smith bar versus the freeweight bar. So one thing you definitely can't do with the Smith bar is walk around or move around. If I unrack the Smith bar, I have to stand here. I can't move forward or backward. I can only go down or up because the Smith bar is stuck on a vertical path. So this limits your ability to do things like walking lunges or moves that would require rotational abilities. So those are kind of off the table. However, you can still do lunge work if you are smart about it. So you could step forward or backwards, right? So you just need to position yourself and squat down and up, right? So you can still do a lunge, you just can't move horizontally. Now, everything else you could do with a free weight bar, like a bench press, you can do on the Smith machine. You would just need to set the bench under the bar path and ensure that it is at the right angle on your chest, and then complete your bench press. Again, set the safety hooks to the appropriate height. If you're doing the squat, again, set the safety hooks to the right height, and then perform your squat. You would unrack the bar and squat and stand up, and then re-rack the bar. Now, I'm doing this facing away from the Smith machine. If you're facing in towards the machine, you can also do it as well. You would just rotate the bar behind you, okay, to release the safety catch. For deadlifts, you would just need to set the safety hooks at the lowest position, and then bring the bar safely down to that position. So when we're unracking the bar, always want to be careful. Go slow. Okay, one more. I think I can do one more here. Yeah, and then we're gonna, and okay. Also, you would probably want to clear the bar off before you're bringing it all the way down. But you'll notice on a deadlift, the Smith machine's deadlift starts a little bit higher than a conventional deadlift, maybe about 4 to 5 inches above the standard height, due to the fact that we have the safety catch. So let me show you, and I'll try and, I watched the YouTube videos on it, I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can for T-Coles. Thanks, Byron, for the one. Just trying to decide. Let me make sure I'm catching up with the chat. The rack is heavy duty and has cables. It's the best I've seen on the market. Thank you, Cat Leo. We love the fact that you love it. Joyce, sorry you still can't join us on the live stream. Yes, Cat Leo, as soon as I finish this Smith bar demo, we will get into the lat pull down for you. And so let me go ahead and show you. So you can see here, get this out of the way, the safety catch is there. And so that prevents the bar from all the way being all the way at the floor. And so that's why on the Smith bar, it is a little bit higher. But it can do deadlifts. One thing it may not be able to do is a sumo deadlift. So I know some people, you may not be aware, but some people deadlift with a wider stance. This would be considered a sumo deadlift. If your stance is very wide, you may find that your feet are running into the inside of the rack. For most people, this won't be an issue, but for those of us with longer legs, not me, obviously, you may find this is an issue, so you may need to adjust your stance. I don't usually do sumo deadlifts, so for me, that's not something I would have to consider. But for my deadlift, I would just be here, breathe and brace, and pull. So, the Smith bar can do everything a free barbell can. However, you do not have the ability to either move left to right in a twisting motion or front to back in a horizontal motion. Everything must be done vertically on the Smith bar path. That's a great question, T-Coles. Hopefully that answers some of the questions you had about what are the main differences. And then also one of the final main differences before we move on to the lat pull down is Smith bar will always be done inside the rack. So meaning I am standing in the rack. The free weight squat will happen outside of the rack because the Smith bar is here. And so what that means is for the barbell, I cannot use the barbell inside the rack. It must be used here with the spotter arms. Great question. And let's move on to Cat Leo's question about the lat pull down. Let me get that station set up really quick. I'm going to set it up here on the B17. We have the foot plate, we have the spotter arm and the J hook, but we also need our leg holder attachment. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. So first I'm going to take the spotter on, move it back here. Let me see, make a little room for it. Okay. And I'm going to grab our lat pull down bar, our new lat pull down bar, and bring it here. So I'm going to set up this now. And then I'm also going to take the J cup off of the rack as well. I mean, move the smooth bar a little bit here. Okay. We've got the storage hooks at the top of the B17, just like we do on the B52 Pro. So that will get the Smith bar all the way out of the way, even if you are walking into the rack. So now I can walk into the rack freely. And let's get this set up for the lat pull down. So we have our special, newly designed pulley ratio trolley. This trolley allows you to switch from 1-to-1 and 2-to-1. Generally speaking, when you are using the cable system, if you attach any attachment to one of these individually, you will get a 2-to-1 cable ratio. Okay, and the weight starts at 10 pounds. So that means that when I pull at this 2-to-1 ratio, I'm actually pulling 5 pounds. Okay, but for the lat pull down, we're going to need something heavier. So in that case, let's take our lat pull down extension cable, and we'll take this hook here, and bring everyone in closer so they can see. Great, thank you for the zoom. Wow, look at that. We've got the special technical team here. So we're going to take this one carabiner here and attach it to the top carabiner and the bottom carabiner. So now I have clipped in, and now I am pulling with a 1-to-1 ratio. So that means I am pulling 10 pounds now. So this is set up for the 1-to-1 ratio. This still needs our lat pull down bar. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. And you'll notice our lat pull down bar now has a free floating hook in the middle of the attachment point in the middle of the handle, meaning that even if you pull at a slight angle, it won't force you into a certain position with your wrist. It will move freely as you pull, which is much nicer on the wrist. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this in. So you don't need 2 carabiners. I grabbed an extra one just because I wanted, and we don't actually need it. So I am here, and this is my initial setup. So I brought this attachment point lower, but now I'm going to get it back up. Okay, and now I need our brand new leg holder attachment. This may be a little bit too long for me. My arms are a little bit short, so I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. There we go. And let's get that leg holder attachment in place. I'm going to move the foot plate back. This is the new, fully upgraded leg holder attachment. So you'll see it has telescoping here in the front, meaning it can move out and back, and then it's got, I don't know how many positions here, but plenty of vertical positions here on the side as well. You'll notice the WHMB here on the lining to keep it from stuffing in the back, as well as the safety pin to keep it fully locked in. This is a beefy piece of equipment, I'm not going to lie. These pads are also super thick, so really comfortable on the legs when they're holding us into position. So let me get that onto the uprights. using the equipment fully attach the safety pins in place before using them. Yeah, bring it down so they can see. So I'm always putting the safety pins in. That way we know when we have fully locked everything in and we won't get as much wobble, and it will keep us fully locked in place. So I'm going to start them out a little high so I can get myself into position, and then on the telescoping, I'm going to pull out, let's say about 4 volts, and we'll see if that is a good position for me. Okay, does take a little bit of a setup, so if you're going to be doing lat pull downs, make sure you plan for it in your workout. Let's see, how am I going to orient the bench? So you can orient the bench, if you're lazy, you can orient the bench horizontally. If you want to get the best effect, I would say orient the bench in parallel with the machine. And then I would maybe either set it at perfectly flat or a slight decline, depending on what you would need with your legs. So I'm going to bring it as close as I can. Let me see here. There we go. Perfect. I am right under the leg pads. Let me go ahead and find the right height. Okay. Nice. Okay, so I have found my setup for the lat pull downs. I'm going to bring the camera to the side a little bit so you're not just staring at my back. Yes. Perfect. Okay, thank you, team. So I have my lat pull down set up. Let's add a little weight onto the stack here. There we go. Okay. Let's start with 70 pounds. So I will be pulling exactly 70 pounds due to the 1-to-1 cable ratio. So if you're pulling something heavy, you may need to stick one of your legs under the leg holders to get yourself in a position to pull yourself down and then bring the other leg in. And then bring yourself all the way forward to the pads. I like to keep my stomach gently touching the pads when I perform the lat pull down and pull down, and up, down, and up. Also, before you begin pulling, try and check your grip to make sure it's even. If it's not even, go ahead and let the weight react. Reset your grip, reset your position, and continue the exercise. So, some people, if you're trying to target your lats, you want to pull in a more vertical position. If you're trying to get more of a row, you can have slight lean back and pull towards the top of your chest. If your flexibility allows and you have the strength, you can pull behind the neck. Just be careful, this may cause some shoulder impingement if you have poor shoulder mobility. So just be aware of what your level is. If you are lifting really heavy weight, you may find that as you continue with the reps, you tend to lean back a little bit more. What I would suggest is, if you find yourself having to lean back from the beginning, so your first rep causes you to lean back and pull, you may need to lower the weight and focus more on a strict pull down. This is if you're trying to target the lats directly with this move. If, however, you're focusing on the back, having this motion may be beneficial. So it depends on what you're trying to do, but that's the full setup for the lat pull down on the B17. Hopefully, eventually, that answers your question. Oh, where did my pants go? They get stuck under the leg pads. That's how thick and firm those leg pads are. They will bunch up your shorts if you are not careful. But they will lock you into place, that's for sure. So, that is the lat pull down. Oh, it looks really good on YouTube too. The Pocket looks really nice. We're recording with a Pocket for YouTube, so I guess they'll take that clip and use it. I used to compete in bodybuilding physique and do my workouts with my cat. Oh, that's wonderful. We've had a documentary made of us training. That would be great to have you guys in the videos. Awesome. Someone said, I want one so bad. Let me check. While I was doing the lat pull downs, that's great. This answers a lot of my questions about the cables. I just bought a B17, been putting it together right now. Awesome, so excited to hear that you got the B17, and let us know how the construction goes, and when you're finished, send us some pictures, tag us on Instagram or Facebook with the finished rack, and then also feel free to share some workout videos. Tati, if you need any help with maybe planning your workouts, today's live stream is a great place to ask questions about how can I prepare my training for the whole year, right? If you're new to training, I have some advice for you. If you've been training for a while and you've just added the power rack into your training, my advice may be a little bit different for you. If you're looking to train with your family, we have some tips and maybe advice for that as well. Tomorrow says, I want one so bad. One day. Tomorrow, keep saving up. We do have some specials running from time to time. Right now, actually, one of the specials we have is the Super Bowl giveaway. I know quite a few people are here right now and have joined us. So let's talk about what is the Super Bowl giveaway. And let me make sure I talk both to Instagram and to YouTube as well. So our Super Bowl giveaway is live on our website right now. If you want to participate, just click into the activity link, and that will direct you about what you need to do. So there are 4 steps. There's 3 things that you need to do within the activity itself, and those will be either sharing or watching, or there's one other step. I think it's maybe check out the specs on it's on the website, it's very clear. Follow the first 3 steps. The 4th step, to win or be entered to win the ticket giveaway, is purchasing a rack, any rack from Major Fitness before January 18th ends, so before January 19th begins. So there's 4 challenges, and those first 3 challenges give you coupons that you can use toward your purchase. So there's a share, watch, and experience task or thing you need to do. You just click on those buttons, follow the directions from the website, and the final step would be to make a rack purchase. You can find the racks listed below in that activity, and that will have you entered. If you make the purchase before January 19th, that will have you entered into a pool of names to be drawn for 3 available Super Bowl tickets. So this giveaway will be done at random, and will be based on those people who have made the purchase through this activity before January 19th. If you make a purchase after January 19th using this activity, you'll still get the discounts, you'll still get the rack, but you won't be entered into the Super Bowl ticket giveaway. We will have other giveaways, and we'll make that announcement on the website when the time comes. But to get the Super Bowl ticket giveaway entry, you need to make the purchase before January 19th through the activity window or through the activity portal on the website. So if you're making a purchase now and you haven't yet done those other steps, you can log in, complete those steps, and then finish your purchase, finish your checkout when you're logged in after completing those steps, and you will be entered into the Super Bowl ticket giveaway. So if you're thinking about making a purchase now, and you're on our website right now, log in, do the 3 other steps, make your purchase, and you will get entered into the Super Bowl ticket giveaway. So that's a nice little benefit you'll have to making your purchase today. You have maybe one more day to complete that, and we want to make sure that we let everyone know about that. In terms of other discounts, we will be announcing those as they come. Follow us on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. And what's the max weight in the stack? So I think the max weight that starts on the stack is up to 130 pounds. However, it is tested to a capacity of 260 pounds. And on the B17, it comes with a weight stack extender pin. Let me pull that out really quick, which allows you to add weight plates to your stack, bringing the total capacity up. So this is the weight stack extender pin, and YouTube can see me as well. And you would just slot that in here. And now you have the ability to add your plates on, and you can bring the full capacity up to 260 pounds on one side and 260 pounds on the other side. That's a great question. So lots of options there for lifters of every level, intermediate, advanced, beginner as well. So with the 2-to-1 and the additional 1-to-1 ratio, you've got plenty of expandability and weight options there. Great questions. Let's talk a little bit more about your training plans for the year. At the beginning of the stream, I asked if there were any lifting newbies. If there are, feel free to go ahead and type a 1 into the chat. If you're completely new to lifting and you have any of our major fitness products, maybe you have a rack, maybe you have our dumbbells, maybe you want an easy curl bar, please let us know, and we can give you some tips, great starter tips for people who are just starting out. Now, if you are someone who's maybe never thought of lifting, but you bought the rack maybe because, I just want to get a home gym, I heard other people are getting home gyms, go ahead and type a 2 into the chat. I can help guide you through that process as well, and welcome to strength training and the journey of home fitness. If you're a sophomore or slightly experienced lifter, go ahead and type a 3. Maybe you've been training for 1 to 2 years, but you haven't been working with a plan or a program. Zia Anthony said, not sure if you answered my question. So sorry, Anthony, if I missed it earlier. My cables get stuck on the weight rack of my F22 Pro. Only had it for 3 weeks. Any recommendations? I would say take a look at how the cable is pathed through the whole system. Sometimes when you're putting it all together before all the bolts have been tightened and all of the systems are fully locked in place, the cable may slip out off of the pulleys. It's not fully locked in place on the pulleys sometimes, so go ahead and check that first. If the cable is smoothly in all of the pulley grooves, then my next suggestion would be to check the guide rods on the weight stack system. Those may have slight imperfections, is what I can say, and you may need to either twist and turn them and orient them slightly differently to make sure that the cable path is smooth, and then also check the rubber stoppers on top of your cable's weight stack system. Those may be too tight or maybe bumping too much on the guide rods, so just check those as well. Make sure they're fully straight up and down in the weight stack and on the guide rods. And then finally, I would say record the issue you're having with a detailed video and send it to our customer service team, send it to our Instagram account via DM, and see what our team can do to help you out with that. That would be the final step that I would say I would take. Hopefully those other steps can help solve that issue before you would need to reach out to us directly. But if you're still having any issues, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our team will do everything they can to help you and assist you with that. And hopefully your cable lifting experience can be smooth and seamless moving forward. And DMM said, what would be the best machine for someone that used to lift but hasn't lifted in 2 years? I would say start with something with a Smith machine or a Smith bar. That would allow you to be able to get back into the flow of doing those compound lifts and some other heavier lifts, but in a more safe and controlled movement pattern, and give you time to adjust and reacclimate to lifting. And then once you're fully acclimated, you can transition away from using the Smith bar for the heavy lifts, use it for your accessory lifts, and start using the free weights in front of the rack, like the barbell, to train those compound lifts again once you've rebuilt and reconnected that mind-muscle connection. DMM. That's a great question. I would say maybe look at the B52 or the B52 Pro. That would be a great place to start because it does have that Smith bar and the ability to use the free weights as well. The B17 Heritage Series may be a little bit more than what you would need at this point. If you're just looking to get back into general lifting, the B52 Pro I think would be more than enough for what you need. That's a great question. Do we have any questions? Great, thank you. Okay, glad I can answer those questions for you guys. Just keep sending them in, and we'll keep knocking them down. Any questions on YouTube? I think we're still live on YouTube, but the chat doesn't look as active there. So hopefully we get to hear from some of our YouTube friends shortly, but we love hearing from everyone here on Instagram, and the interaction we get from you guys is great. So we'll keep, I'll keep looking at the phone, and then we'll wait for the YouTube people to come in. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about today's main topic, and as the questions keep coming in, we'll answer those as needed. I have the chat here in front of me. So we are looking for how to set up our training program. One of the things we want to think about is being functional. So you hear this word thrown around a lot. Just bought the new equipment today. Excellent. Radiate Fitness 88, thank you so much. Be sure that you are fully logged in on the website and you've completed the other 3 steps. If you've made a rack purchase, so you can be entered to get that Super Bowl ticket giveaway. You hear the word functional kind of thrown around a lot. The way I think about functional training is just preparing your body to be able to move and be healthy in everyday movement patterns. Big fan. We will be having some more promotions soon, and look for those announcements when they come out. Being functional doesn't mean that you have to twist, rotate, and turn and do all these kinds of crazy exercises maybe you see other people on Instagram doing. Awesome, you're able to use the FSA benefits. Wonderful, we love that. And we're so glad that we can have that ability to let people use those benefits to make these purchases. So glad to hear that, Radiate Fitness. And awesome, got the F35. I think that's going to be a great piece. I really love how expandable it is and how space saving it is as well. So it can be as wide as you need it to be and as small as you need it to be. Yes, it does qualify. That is one of our racks. So that makes you eligible for the Super Bowl ticket giveaway. You just need to go ahead and complete those 3 other tasks on the website. Go ahead and jump into that portal, log in. Any plans for a sale on attachments? I've been waiting to pull the trigger on the leg extension attachment. I am not sure. I guess Squidward is the way you pronounce that. But yeah, I am not sure if we're doing any sales on the attachments. We can talk to the team about that and ask them if that's something that they would consider, and let them know that people are out there looking to purchase, wanting to purchase, but feeling that the price just isn't right for them. So we'll pass that information along, and when we do have those sales, that will be announced, like I said, on our social media platforms. So functional training just means preparing your body, in my mind, preparing your body to be healthy and be able to move through the main movement patterns that we will be encountering in our daily life. Our racks, because they have 5-in-1 or 4-in-1 systems, meaning they have either the free weight, the cable system, the landmine, the dip, and the pull-up, or additionally, they have a Smith bar. Maybe I already said Smith bar. Maybe they don't have the Smith bar, but maybe they have the free weight, pull-up, dip, and landmine stations. These either 4 or 5 stations, depending on whether you have the Smith bar or not, allow you to complete a wide range of movement patterns, especially with the landmine attachment and the cable system, which you would get if you buy either the non-Smith machine racks or the Smith bar machine racks. Both of these systems include cables and landmines. So you really get the full gamut, full range of exercise options. A landmine is an excellent way to include rotational core training into your training routine. This is an essential part of increasing our core stability, protecting our spine, and improving our overall athletic ability. If you're someone who plays or participates in team sports like basketball, soccer, maybe you play, what's the one? It's not wiffle ball, it's the new one. It's not slam ball. It's like tennis, but easier. Anyway, I can't keep up with all the new sports. Someone will say it in the chat for me. What is it called? Anyway, it's not important. If you play team sports and if you're an active person, having the landmine will be an essential way for you to protect yourself during those sports, because you are able to train in a wide variety of angles and positions in a safe and stable situation. Then with the cables, you're also able to target much smaller muscles like your side delts, your hips and hip abductors, and lots of other small muscles that are much harder to target directly and that need to only use smaller weights or smaller increment changes. So that's where the 2-to-1 cable ratio really makes those cable systems extremely valuable for our athletic training. So once you've completed heavier compound lifts, let's say maybe you finished a squat day and you still want to target some of those smaller muscles that are part of your squat, but maybe not directly challenged during the squat's movement pattern, you can engage the cable system or the landmine system to do that. So we want to make sure that we are programming our year-long training with enough athletic-based training that allows us to maintain not just our strength, but also our athletic ability as well. So if any of you guys hear any of what I've said and you have any questions, maybe you're a new lifter and you haven't thought about functional training before, maybe you're a experienced lifter and you hear the word functional training and you're like, oh, that's not for me, but you're thinking about what are some ways I can do different accessory work for the strength lifts I'm working on. feel free to ask any of those questions. Maybe you hear the word functional training and you think, how can I include this for my family? You're living together with your family. You'd like them to be able to be healthy and move about. How would you include that in programming for them? Feel free to ask that question as well. I will be going, Basement Gym Review said, will you guys be at Home GymCon? So I will be competing in the Strongman Throwdown at Home GymCon, and we will be bringing some of our team to Home GymCon as well. However, we will not be bringing any of our racks or equipment this year. We're really trying to revamp and bring up our design and R&D, and so to do that, we're looking to try and keep ourselves a little bit more focused this year on the products. And so this year, unfortunately, we will not be sending any of our products to Home GymCon, but our team members and I myself will be there representing Major at the Strongman Throwdown. So if you see me at Home GymCon, come say hi, introduce yourself, and feel free to ask me any questions in person, and let's get the conversation going there. And so I'm also looking, hopefully, maybe to bring some of our team members to Home GymCon, and hoping to introduce them to what other companies are doing as well, so we can learn from and see if there's any opportunities in the home gym market that other companies just needs that aren't being met. So yeah, we're looking into all of that. Yeah, we'd love to bring the new racks there, but I think we're really focusing on trying to make sure that we get them all designed internally to the standard we have. And I think this year we felt that, if we bring them out and they're not fully ready, and and we don't want to rush the process, and so I think that was part of the decision this year. Dr. David Strength, looking forward to see this company go. Thank you so much, Dave Strength, for all the support. We are definitely excited for 2026. There are a lot of big things on the horizon for Major Fitness, and we're super excited about that as well. Thank you also, Basement Gym Reviews, for the well wishes in the competition. I'll be really looking forward to it this year, as I will be competing in a weight class that is closer to my walking body weight. So I will be competing in the lightest available men's open weight class, the 73, 72 kg category. I forget what that is in pounds. I think it's like 169, 171. But anyway, I will actually be competing in a weight class that is more suitable for me. Last year I competed in the heavier weight class, in the what we would maybe consider internationally as the under 83 kg weight class. I made third place, which I was very happy with, since it's not generally a weight class I compete in, but there were some events that I struggled with because my strength just wasn't up to the level of what the weight on the bar was at that time. So really looking forward to this next year's competition and hoping to do much, much, much better. So thank you for all of those well wishes. And again, keep commenting in the chat with any questions or feedback, or maybe you are looking to start your weightlifting or strongman or just general health journey. We are talking today about how to plan for a year's worth of training. We talked a little bit about how to include functional training in that plan. We're going to talk next about how to improve your strength and how to program for strength in the program so that you progress forward and don't get stuck at a plateau. This is something we call periodization. It's a big word, but it just means we break the year down into a smaller it looks like something says Sabrina, just want to let you know, it looks like we may need to plug the battery in for the laptop to keep the YouTube going. We have been live for a little bit here, so, the technology needs electricity, so we're going to keep things going. Is there anyone? It looks like we still haven't gotten any comments on YouTube, so I'm just gonna keep talking to you guys here on Instagram, where all the interaction is.
Let's say bye bye to people on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, I think if there's if there's no one on YouTube, we can maybe close that live stream down and keep the Instagram going. That way, I don't have to turn back and forth, and I can stay focused on you guys here on Instagram. Sorry we didn't get anyone up on YouTube, and hopefully in the future we'll see more people on YouTube, but I'm going to sign off now for YouTube. So thank you for, I would say thank you for joining us, but it doesn't look like anyone joined us. We'll try again on YouTube moving forward. We will have another live stream. Go ahead and let you guys know I am competing in February in Australia, and we'll bring the live stream with me to that event, and it's going to be on February 21st. We may do some live streams of my competition prep, so I will be in Australia from the 16th to the 21st to ensure that I fully acclimate to Australia's climate, fully acclimate to any time differences, and everything else. Give me a second, Leo Army Fitness, to answer your question really quick, and then I see a few more other questions popping up on the Instagram. But yeah, we will see you guys next time on YouTube. So take care of YouTube, and let's get over to the Instagram. Okay, so Leo Army Fitness says, why are the dumbbell sets you released